Hello, 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 everyone out there in the interweb. This is Kip. You are watching the America Bumper to Bumper live stream, Car Chat with Kip. And I appreciate you all coming in, taking the time, and hanging with us this evening. What we do on this live stream is we talk some car news, recalls, I'll give you some channel updates, some changes in my life and how that's going to affect the channel, and a couple of other special things. So we're going to kind of give a minute or two for people to hop in on the stream. So we will might as well start with the channel update, where we sit right now. And right now, we are at 295 subscribers. 295 people. I am considering tonight going as long as it takes to get me 5 more, but I do have to work tomorrow, which I'll talk more about in just a few minutes. But if you guys know anyone out there that can, that's a car fan, likes, same sort of stuff that, you guys like, likes car show videos, likes, reviews, likes, motorsports stuff, tell them, ask them, beg them. I don't care, what you have to do, but send them over here and ask them to subscribe.
Preferably don't bribe them.
No, you can even bribe them. I don't care. I don't care how I get the.
Don't threaten.
No, threaten. No. Threatening is fine too. I 5 more.
Threaten, but don't actually harm.
Oh, okay, fine.
Torture. No.
Hey, Grant. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm going to do that. Yep. So we're sitting at 295 subs, a total lifetime views of 53,236. That is for this, and I've got a total of, I think it's 291 videos, not including this one. So we're creeping up on 300 videos, and I'd love to have 300 subscribers by the time I've got 9 more videos. I think that's a really easy thing. If we could do it tonight, that would be awesome. So anyways, that'd be cool. Classic Rides, thanks for hopping in from work. We won't tell anybody that you're doing this from work, but thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. I'm really loving those videos that you have of all the junkyard stuff. So that's cool. Other channel stuff, I'm going to actually switch over to my Instagram. Where am I sitting at Instagram? 248 followers. So I'd love to have some more there too. My Instagram handle is america.bumper, the number 2, bumper. So if you guys aren't following me over there, do that as well. And I've also got the Facebook page. Facebook. Facebook's deciding to take its sweet time loading here. Facebook. We have 742 people following and 732 people like. So that's also a really cool thing. And that's one place that I do have to try and figure out how to get all these people that I have on the Facebook page to migrate over and watch some videos and subscribe. So something I'm trying to figure out. If you guys have any thoughts on how to make that happen. Actually, I do have a really good thought on how to make that happen, and that has to do with another kind of channel update. So anyways, for you guys who have not seen any of the Facebook stuff or Instagram, I am gainfully employed. Yay! I just got a job started Wednesday of this week at local Nissan dealership. I'm a service advisor. So far, loving what I'm doing, so that's awesome, and I really can't wait to learn more and be able to help everybody. The really nice thing about this particular dealership, fairly small. They're just getting ready to move into a whole new building, brand new. I will be the only service advisor for a while. We have a service manager, and I will be the only service advisor for a while, so that should be some pretty cool stuff for me. Hey, Walt, how are you doing? I appreciate you stopping in. Rough Rods Restos. That's awesome. Hopefully you can pick up some more connections for more reviews. Absolutely. I don't know that there are many what I would call really cool Nissans like GTRs in the Rutland area. I know there's a few up in the Burlington area, which is an hour and a half north, but definitely we'll pick up a lot more contacts, because I'm sure, although someone might be driving their Nissan for their daily, who knows what they got sitting in their garage. So that's also a really cool thing. What else? So very quick, I'm going to let you guys know how this is going to affect the channel, because my work, thank you very much for all the congratulations that I have gotten over the past few days for the posts that I made about my job. I am super excited to finally be employed. So what is that going to do to the channel? It's going to have to, make things a little bit more interesting, let's say. My work schedule will be Tuesday through Saturday. It's only a half day on Saturday, so 8 to 12. But that will limit what I can do, especially with the car shows. Any car shows, they said that they're going to be flexible with me as far as, getting the occasional Saturday off. But for the most part, it's going to be Sundays, and that's going to be about it. I'm going to try to do some other stuff on Mondays, but a lot of people will be working, so that's going to be kind of interesting. So for connections, I was thinking more about coworkers. Who knows? Oh yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Grant, thank you very much. All right, so another thing that we're gonna do, and I thank you very much, Grant, for. Yeah, that is a very good point. Mondays are a good upload day, so that might be where I'll be doing all of my editing and getting stuff prepped for for uploading. And speaking of, here is your letter with your sticker, Grant. I'm going to open that up right now. And there's the sticker. Thank you very much. That is awesome. I cannot wait to get it. Get my board, whatever I'm going to use to stick all the stickers to, and we'll get those up. And I'm going to not read this, I'm just going to say thank you very much for that sticker, and like I said, can't wait to get it up there. All right, well, I think we're going to reveal the next big thing. All right, everybody. You got the whole family in this. Stay right there for a minute, because stand next to each other, like in there, because I'm going to move the camera. Good.
There's not enough
All right.
in this house.
Ta-da!
Boom.
I now have t-shirts. These t-shirts are not okay.
Great.
You guys can go now.
Bye, guys.
All right. And I'm going to push this down so you can see that I'm actually sporting one too. All right. These t-shirts are are not technically for sale. These are promotional t-shirts, and that's mostly because on the back, let's see, it says staff. T-shirts are going to go to anybody that's helping me out on the road making videos. Anybody, well, just promotional stuff. My two people that help out with videos from other areas of the country, Delaney, my daughter, she'll be getting a t-shirt. Eric from over in Massachusetts will be getting a t-shirt. And anyone else who wants to come on board and start uploading videos to this channel. That is the eventual goal, is to have this channel be a place for small guys who really don't want to take the time and energy to build the brand, build their, the audience and all that sort of stuff, to, come in, upload their videos, get some exposure. If they decide after a while to go somewhere else, then, that's perfectly fine with me. But basically, place for growth and whatnot. So anybody else will be, getting one of these t-shirts too. This is also what I'm going to, sort of like how Bleepin' Jeep now almost has a different person each day. Yeah, definitely. That's what the plan and hopes eventually. But haven't been able to find many people who are willing to give it a shot. But we'll keep trucking at that. This is also, I think, is my way, and you guys can tell me if I'm on the right track of maybe getting some of those people from Facebook over, or if maybe giving away t-shirt or two. I got some stickers. I have some stickers that I'm still waiting to order once the gentleman is feeling better, and so we'll get some more stickers. So I'm gonna do some t-shirt giveaways. I'm not sure how exactly, especially with YouTube's giving away stuff, not great, their whole brouhaha thing. Yes, and as a being gainfully employed, I'm celebrating. So yeah, t-shirts will be going out. They're not technically for sale. If somebody really wants one, you can message me, and we'll. Really hard to convert Facebook followers to viewers into YouTube subs. Yeah, definitely. Because as I said, I've had almost 750 followers on Facebook, and I've only got a handful of them who are subscribers here. All right, that's where everything is going with channel updates and new stuff and more stuff. So now we're going to get into a little bit of news. All right, so 6,000 followers on Facebook. That is awesome, Classic Rides. I'm going to have to go over there later and like your page. So craze of just about everything right now is everything C8 Corvette. Quiet. I gotta handle that for a minute.
Everything okay, honey?
Yeah. You'll see. That's a text from Delaney, because I've told her she needs to come on the site because she hasn't even seen these t-shirts yet. So that's a cool thing. Hey, look at that, Lanny. You're getting one when you come up. So yeah. All right. So Lanny V is my daughter. If you guys don't know, she helped out with videos when she can down in Virginia. So be sure to watch her videos. Back to the Corvette, C8 Corvette. There have been lots of things going around lately. There's been lots of videos of them testing, caravans of them testing out in the roads of Southern California and Arizona. There have even been pictures of Chevrolet or GM president, I think, Mark Rouse, in one of those Corvettes, which has got a lot of people, who are thinking that the Corvette's going to be coming out a lot sooner than what they were originally saying the electrical bugs are all taken care of. So it's lots of stuff going on. Now, I found this report on Jalopnik that the mid-engine Corvette will be keeping the Stingray name. And this is from Spy Shots. A few months back, there was rumors that there were photos of the interior of the C8 2020 Corvette, revealing the name of the car. Turns out the photos are real, and the name of the on the interior is, Stingray. Not Zora, not anything crazy like that, just Stingray. And it goes on to say, that Stingray's got a storied past, being a C2, C3, and 3.7, C2, C3, C7 generations. And I think thanks for sticking in as long as you did, Grant. Have a great night and take care. So the name stings, but the reason people were thinking that the name was going to be Zora is because Chevrolet or GM. I will absolutely have a great weekend. You too. Because GM had brain will work. Trademarked the Zora name back in December. But what I actually think is going to happen, this is just me, spitballing here. I think that the Zora is going to be one of the higher end models, because Zora Duntov, if you guys I want to make sure you get it. Zora Arkus Duntov, engineer on the Corvette back in the days. He turned it into a V8 powered sports car that we know and love today. If not for him, it wouldn't have happened. So I think that's the best tribute that they can do with Zora is make it the top of the line, best C8 model. So we'll have to see if that actually comes to fruition. All right, another story I found on Jalopnik, which if you guys have been keeping track of my latest uploads, it's all been ice time trials with the Sports Car Club of Vermont. This story, as I said, is also on Jalopnik. They have a video where you can watch the fastest car on ice. The car is a BMW E30 M3. And this happened during the annual Swedish Speed Week in Arsunda, Sweden. I hope I didn't butcher that. A racing team had outfitted their E30 M3 with a Toyota 2JZ engine pumping out 1,300 horsepower, and ended up being able to beat the previous record by an average of 10 miles per hour both ways, down and back from the track. The previous record was held by a Audi S4 Avant with a 202 mile per hour average speed, and the BMW M3 hit an average of 212 miles an hour and a top speed of 215.5 miles an hour on ice. Dang is right. After being up on Lake Champlain and watching these cars go around, I cannot imagine. I don't know. It doesn't say whether they had spiked tires or anything like that, or how they managed it, but it just going. Some of these guys were probably hitting 55 miles an hour perhaps on the time trials. So going 215 on ice, just mind blowing. All right, now question for everyone. What do you think of the Bugatti debut at the Geneva Motor Show? Do you think any car should or could be worth $12.5 million? My answer, not a new car. Older cars, you get a classic Ferrari or even old Bugatti like the Atlantique. Yes, those are cars that are worth multi-million dollars. So I watched a short video from Motor Trend on why they say the Bugatti is worth 12.5 million, and I have to say, it doesn't. No, it just doesn't. Their story does not pan out for me at all. So I'm letting the video load, and they're going through each particular point of why they think. They say it comes from a long line of gorgeousness. This is supposed to be a modern interpretation of the Bugatti Atlantique, right down from the Bugatti center spine to the special snout on the car. We'll go into the Atlantique in a minute. Ultimate powered engine, 16-cylinder quad turbo, 1,500 horsepower, 6 tailpipes. I don't see why 6 tailpipes would make it worth 12.5 million. Yeah. And in my opinion, if you haven't seen the pictures, I don't think it's that good looking either.
No car should be worth that much.
No car should be worth that much. Now, going back, the Atlantique, 1930. I'm trying to think of the. Hey, Jason, how are you? Looky what I got.
Hey, Jason.
Thank you. I'm pretty proud of them myself. Got these in the other day. These technically aren't for sale. They're more promotional stuff, as I said to everybody else earlier. But if somebody wanted one bad enough, I could probably get them one. What else? So the Atlantique, 5 I think were supposed to be made of the Atlantique. It was all hand done, hand riveted, which is why it's got that center spine. If you guys have not seen the Atlantiques, I will post the link to it right up here or wherever it ends up being. Saw the 2 surviving Atlantiques last summer over in Saratoga Springs, New York. The Saratoga Auto Museum, where I've done a few videos, they had one of those Atlantiques on display and was able to get the other one from the Ralph Lauren collection, and they paraded these 2 cars with about 80 other Bugattis, including a Chiron, and they went right down the main street of Saratoga Springs. And I got the video up on the channel. It is absolutely mind-blowing seeing these 2 cars, because that was about $80 million worth of cars just in the 2 Atlantiques. Those cars are, in my opinion, absolutely worth that money because hand-built, very scarce, just amazing. But again, this new car, way to go for the person or people who end up buying that for 12.5, but it would never be me, not even if I won the lottery. All right, where are we going now? We're gonna go to Lordstown, Ohio on Wednesday. The last Chevy Cruze was rolled off the assembly line at GM's Lordstown plant, and they are now done at the moment, anyways, making cars in Ohio. This will be the first time in 100 years that Ohio has not had a GM plant, and a lot of people are, concerned, which is very understandable. There's lots of talk about what's going to happen with the plant. Right now, the officials, Senate, whatnot, Cruise Night, yeah. They're trying to get a different manufacturer to move into that plant. But as it stands now, GM is, I want to make sure I get the verbiage right. Bummer, I can't find exactly what they said. Special verbiage on what they were saying, that and why a new company couldn't go in. Anyways, GM has the plant, on a certain. All right, thanks, Lane, for stopping in. And glad that you got to see the T-shirts. When you come up, you will have yours. So at the moment, GM could change their mind and completely shutter the plant, which would be unfortunate. But for right now, it is not being completely shuttered. It is just being put on. Gosh, I wish I could find what they actually called that. Oh, we'll say hiatus for lack of a better word. So as of now, there's going to be people working there through March, the end of March, making some parts, I guess, and then it's going to be, there'll only be about 100, just making sure everything is, furnaces are working and that sort of stuff. So no more cruises are done. Last one rolled off Wednesday, and no more GM car manufacturing at this time in Ohio. Okay, now we're going to go over to a Toyota story, and why you don't see any full electric vehicles from Toyota, and their justification is actually quite cool, for lack of a better word right now. So Toyota has been known, for the Cruze, a collector's item. I doubt it. I don't think they were the greatest cars that GM ever made, especially small cars. I don't know if Jason, you have any different feelings about them. I don't know how many you've sold over the years. But I suppose if you bought one with no miles and you put it in a barn somewhere, 50, 75 years, it might be, something that people go, oh, hey, look at that. But probably not. So it's basically the reason why Honda does not, great cars, just not special. Okay, that's good to know. Is Toyota's capacity for their batteries. Toyota has, in this report from the Geneva Auto Show, has said they could go with an electric vehicle, but their battery supplies, the capacity, they don't have a Tesla type capacity to make batteries. So they would only be able to sell about 28,000 electric vehicles either every year, or they could sell 1.5 million hybrid cars. Now, per Toyota, selling 1.5 million hybrids reduces carbon emissions by a third more than if they were selling 28,000 electric vehicles. So less carbon emissions by selling 1.5 million hybrids rather than just 28,000 cars. So that is Toyota's reasoning why they do not make more or any full electric vehicles. And on the same note, I was very interested in one of my Instagram feeds. One of my former employers is a Toyota dealership. They post up new cars that come off the truck, and they posted a picture of a quantity equals money. Very much so, Jason. That is absolutely true. They pulled off the pictures on their Instagram and Facebook was of an all-wheel drive Toyota Prius. And my thoughts are, what took them so long? They did start, I think, last year, maybe the year before, selling the hybrid RAV4, which is all-wheel drive. But I still, kind of made me scratch my head with why didn't they just do the IKR?
I know, right?
What?
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not up on some of this lingo. I gotta, have a daughter on the other side yelling at me what that means. So sorry, old fart here. So yeah, just found it interesting. I don't know if you guys think about it. And then we got. You're fine, Jason. I just yeah, like you say, lol. Yeah, I'm just not fully into this new kids and their fandangled new language on this computer thingy. Yeah, have a super beer. How old are you, Jason? I thought you're about the same age. You don't have to tell me here. We'll talk later. All right, a couple of recalls. Fiat Chrysler is recalling 60,000 cars and SUVs worldwide because they can keep going on cruise control or accelerate after the driver taps the brakes. 43? Well, you're not that much older. I'll be 43, in May. So, they're recalling the Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio models, 2017 through 19. Company says a software error causes the problem, and it's advising people not to use the adaptive cruise control until it's repaired. The feature keeps moving vehicles a set distance from the car in front of them. Fiat Chrysler is not aware of any crashes or injuries from the problem. The adaptive cruise control can still be turned off by stepping on the brakes for a longer time. Okay. They'll be notified. Owners will be notified next month when they can schedule an update for the brake software programs. And final recall. Or is it total recall? Ooh. That could be a good movie. Audi is recalling cars and SUVs over leaking fuel systems. Consumer Reports is reporting that Audi is recalling 74,881 2016 through 18 Q7 SUVs and A6 and A7 cars from 2015 to 18. Oh, I'm sorry. 2016 to 18 Q7, A6, A7s. 15 to 18 A8s. Because a part in the system that delivers fuel to the engine can develop leaks, which could lead to a fire. Audi at the time did not respond immediately to questions about whether it was aware of any crashes or injuries related to the problem. All right, guys. That is all the news and whatnot that I've been able to come up with for tonight. It's car news is getting kind of slow these days. So coming up on the website or on the channel, I've got a few more of the ICE time trial videos to put up this weekend. I do work tomorrow, so nothing's being videotaped tomorrow. Sunday, I will be headed to Massachusetts for the first car show of the season. This, when we start uploading videos, is something you guys are not going to want to miss, especially if you enjoy movie cars, because there's one movie vehicle that I know, anyways, my daughter absolutely loves, and we're going to try to get a video with the owner of this particular vehicle and try and get some in-depth videos on this car, or vehicle. It's not really a car, but so that's coming up. Then let's see if I can get into the events page here. See what else is coming up in the coming weeks. Facebook just likes to take its time. I don't want to be there. Hey, Terry, I'm glad you made it at all. Trying to get to work on the S10 before more rain. Oh, well, at least you're getting rain. We're getting snow on and off. Not much, thank God, but it's been colder than usual for the beginning of March. But it's all going to be good. Yeah, so Sunday it will be going to Massachusetts for Mark's Northeast Motorsports Expo. Yes, warmer temps are coming. I cannot wait for them to come. That's going to be awesome. Next weekend, nothing happening next weekend. Then the weekend of the 23rd, everything's on Saturday. So actually, there's one thing I will be able to, should be able to make too. Double check the times. Yep. So March 23rd, Quinton Brothers, who, yeah, the Motor Expo, from what I have seen on their Facebook page, should be a hell of a show. I cannot wait to get there and, like I say, videotape the very special vehicle. Anyways, March 23rd, as I started to say, Quinton Brothers annual shop party. The Quinton Brothers, they have done a couple of cars that actually made their way out to SEMA for Battle of the Builders. The first car they did was a 68 Camaro reimagined. Pro-charged LS3, I believe the engine was. Just an amazing car. So I went up and did a video of that. So I'm going to try to remember to post the link to that, whichever side it ends up being. So anyways, every year they have a shop party. Last year I just did some pictures for Instagram and Facebook. This year I'm going to see about doing an actual video of all the cars that they have there. Great bunch of guys, amazing cars that they build. It'll be interesting to see if they give any hints on what car they're going to send to SEMA this year, if they're headed that way, which I cannot imagine they wouldn't. So that'll be on the March 23rd video, and that'll come up probably the day or two after. Then we got a bunch of Saturdays. Sunday the 30th will be another 31st. Sorry, Sunday the 31st was a car cruise. Yes, thanks for reminding everybody. Rough Rods, spring ahead, everybody. tomorrow night. And April, things are going to start to get more interesting. A few other Sunday shows and a few other things I should be able to make it to. So warmer weather, spring's coming. Car stuff is going to be a lot more out there and easier to do. If you guys have some stuff you want to talk about in the chat, we can do that. Otherwise, I am about toast because a little bit tired from actually getting up and having to work. Amazing. Warmer weather will be much better for us all. Yes. Yep. Warmer weather, hopefully not as much rain, especially for what you're doing, Terry. Yep. Actually might see about getting to the New York Auto Show. That's coming up. Ordered more parts for the J-heads. That's awesome. So you're gonna do a complete valve job and everything on the J-heads. Actually, I wish I lived a lot closer to you, Jason, because I would, or Zelda was in a little bit better condition for a 6+ hour drive. So I'd bring the exhaust up that I have for Zelda and have you help me get it on because I don't have a lift and being on the ground to do an exhaust not so good. But then again, might be able to get into the shop at work now. We'll have to see about that. I got to run. The wife wants to go eat. Hey, yeah. Happy wife, happy life. Have a good evening and weekend, Terry. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Yeah, like I say, if I was closer or had a little bit more confidence, I think Zelda's going to need some extra attention this year. Mostly because of my own not prepping her very well for winter, but we'll see. All right. Anything else, guys? Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight's live stream. Thank you all that participated in the stream and commented. Thanks, Jason, for all the commenting and helping me figure out what IKR is. And thank you guys all for your great comments on the shirt. I can't wait to be sporting them out in the wild. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.
If you want.